Hello, and thanks for checking in with ASAwins.com. Today, Saturday, October 30th. We do have a free college football selection for you. We'll get to in just a moment. Be sure you hit the notifications bell down below. Stay current on all the free picks, articles, and more that we do offer. We'll get to this college play in just a moment. We do want to mention we have our 7-unit favorite game of the year going this weekend in college football. We're laying the points with a chalk that we think is going to be a blowout. You can check that out at ASAwins.com. The game is guaranteed. You only pay when it wins. Again, that's ASAwins.com for ASA's 7-star favorite game of the year in college. We're 4-2-1 on the year with our college top plays. Our free play for you today, we like over 65 total points in the Virginia BYU game. Some interesting dynamics here with the Virginia head coach Bronco Mendenhall going back to Provo, where he got his start as a defensive coordinator back in the early 2000s. He replaced the BYU head coach Gary Crowton in 2005, coached at BYU for about 10 years. He quickly turned them into a defensive powerhouse, and then towards the end of his tenure, the Cougars' offense was one of the better offenses in college football. They averaged 32 points per game and were top 50 in yards per game gained in his last 2 seasons. When he went to Virginia, he's brought his offensive philosophy with him. Virginia has scored 30 or more points in 4 straight games. They're averaging 40 points per game in those last 4 games. Quarterback Brennan Armstrong has completed 53 of 88 pass attempts in his last 2 games for 760 yards, 6 touchdowns without an interception. Now, BYU has some solid defensive numbers, but they haven't faced a passing team quite like Virginia's, which is second in the nation in passing yards per game at 414. And when the Cougars have the football, they'll move the ball with ease, particularly on the ground against this Cavalier defense. Virginia is 112th nationally against the run, allowing 198 rushing yards per game. BYU is also 67th in rushing yards per game at 163, and they're 43rd in yards per rush attempt at 4.7. So kind of each team's strength is the other's weakness when it comes to offense and defense. If we eliminate a fluke defensive game against Duke, Virginia's defense has allowed 35 points per game in FBS games this season. Virginia is also the 28th fastest paced team in college football, and they average 82.3 plays per game. We expect a high-scoring game here. It should get over the 65, and so we'll recommend over in the BYU-Virginia game. Again, be sure you check out ASAwins.com for free picks and more, including the 7-star favorite game of the year in college football on Saturday.